Okay, welcome back. Last time we started up Viewtiful Joe and completed Chapter 1, Joe the Hero. Now, before I move on into Chapter 2, let's see what we can buy. I will buy the Red Hot Kick. Basically, the Red Hot Kick is just a dive kick, and hopefully I'll get some use out of it for most of the game, as we now move on into Chapter 2. Chapter 2, Some Like It Red Hot. So, let's see where this kind of takes us out to. Okay, so we are we are now officially out of the sewers. Always a good place to be, because realistically, being in a sewer isn't exactly the most ideal of situations. Okay. Actually, can I? 10 out of 10, I immediately missed it. Yeah, basically, Red Hot Kick is... It is a dive kick, and by the looks of it, if I time it right, I can probably juggle it. Okay, so... because I have recorded this episode previously, and I had to re-record the first 2 episodes, I do remember that there's a whole bunch of enemies over here. Also, when the game tells you to slow the game down, I think if you do that, you can potentially get yourself more points, which obviously would be a good thing to do, and... Wait, did I kill those guys in one hit? I mean, hey, I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain about that. Yeah, I didn't get a whole bunch of V points there, but hey, we got through those enemies without too much hassle. Now then, what I need to do is hop up onto here, because as we learned in the previous episode, if we slow down time it falls, but if we speed up it rises. So now we just do that and hop on over, and away we go. I might as well quit. Okay, so we have one of these cowboy ones. I am not a fan of these ones, mostly because I'm just really bad at fighting them. I'll be the Hang on, wait, maybe that's... Is that how I'm supposed to fight them? Maybe that's how I'm supposed to do it. I dodge their bullets? If I kick their bullet back at them, maybe that's how the game wants me to actually fight these guys. Maybe that's how they've always wanted me to fight them, and I've just been terrible at it. But yeah, they should be nearly dead, by the looks of it. No. That won't go through, so let's just quickly fall back down. And... there we go. I could have sworn there was supposed to be 2 of those guys. I'm sure it said there was 2 of them. Why was there only 1? I don't think I killed the other one. Now, did I pick up everything at floor level? Seems like it, okay. So, I assume if you angle this correctly, you can pick... Well, that was terrible on my part, but okay. So let's quickly go back and try to pick up all of those. Oh, I guess these enemies respawn, or would have spawned if I was further along. So yeah, evidently, I might just be very bad at aiming. I think that may be the actual takeaway. I may just be bad at aiming. So, let's quickly... I'll give it one more try. But maybe I just don't go for Red Hot Kick. There we go. Because, as it turns out, maybe locking myself in on that wasn't the best idea. Anyway, off we go. Just a bit further along.
Joe, my young apprentice, this is your last trial. If you overcome this trial, you'll have acquired the last power. Now let's get this over with. Come and get me.
Okay, so now we have apparently our final fight. We apparently now have our final fight with Captain Blue, and apparently I haven't gotten much better when it comes to not getting hit. So I don't like this electric move he does. But on the plus side, we are getting through him without too much hassle. I say that as I immediately got hit again. But hey, we should be able to get through him without too much more hassle. But also at the same time, if I get stuck in a corner, that's always going to be a problem. Can I hit him with a red hot kick from here? I can. Can I juggle him? I probably could have, but I ran out of VFX because I overused it. But hey, that happens sometimes. It is a stark warning about overusing it. But hey, we won.
Joe, I have nothing more to teach you. The beautiful moves and techniques that flourish from your heroic gut instincts. Exploit them for good deeds and save this world. The world is waiting for you. Joe, go now. May hero-ness be with you.
Okay, so we now have access to Beauty is Born. Basically, it is a move that I press either circle or up on the right stick, and it kind of just does a cool dramatic zoom. And then, there's also, if you do it in the air, you kind of slam back down. Will I end up using this? For some situations, yes. For some situations, no. But hey, I mean, obviously, just like with every move, there will be situations where it'll be good and some where you maybe don't need it as much. But now we can go back down into the sewers, because you have these and you need to light them all up at the same time. Otherwise, it just doesn't work. And I actually did it wrong. So, basically, just what you do is just do the, spinning kick thing, and it just works. And now we get to move through the sewers again. Because apparently, this game loves having some sewers, as every now and then. No! Well, that's a bit annoying, isn't it? Okay, so, I'd like to thank the game for working with me on that. I want that to go back down. You know what, I'll take the damage. I'll take the damage for those three things. Now we can just use max speed to bring the water up. Funnily enough, I don't think the water actually goes back down over time. I think you actually have to slow time down to bring it back. And now the water is flowing towards us, which is a bit of an annoyance. And those are lasers. So I need to be a bit careful trying to dodge these lasers. Also, you know what? Maybe I don't bother fighting the enemies. Maybe if... Yeah, you know what? Let's not bother fighting the enemies in here. Because having to deal with them and lasers would be a bit of an annoyance. So what if I just ran right past them? Oh, well, now we have bats to deal with. And bats may be even more annoying. I don't know how I'm supposed to actually, counter the bats. I also apparently jumped a bit too high, so let's bring that down. And now, we basically just speed up to dodge that. Careful. Careful. Because I do want to kill all these bats if possible. Or at the very least avoid them. Oh, that works. You know what? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And now we just need to not die to these bats. And that should close behind us. Fantastic. Now there's even more bats. But what if I just did this spinning kick and just kind of spammed that? Those bats... I guess those bats have, camera lenses for eyes or something? Which does make sense. This is movie land. And having an entire swarm of them, I guess, would allow you to kind of see more stuff. I guess that kind of makes sense. And I don't know if I'm making any sense there, or if I'm just, I don't know if I'm making sense or just speaking words. Either way, I don't like having to deal with the bats. They are kind of annoying. Anyway, let's just kill all these enemies, and once they stop spawning, we can run over here, and this electricity, we just slow time down, and that opens up the door. Now, we once again have water flowing towards us, so we have to go and kind of hop through. And now we got a mini slot machine, and another one of these kind of matador-looking guys. Nice. So, I mean, hey, I'm getting good damage out. But he's half dead already, so... 2... Red hot kick. Oh, that's him dead. Easy win. So now we get the little token. I don't know how to hit this thing in the background, to be totally honest. I think I maybe need the boomerang or shocking pink for it. But I'm not 100% certain I did that wrong, so I'm going to intentionally mess it up. I say that and then still nearly got it. I say it like, hey, I'll intentionally mess it up so I can, you know, restart it. And then it's like, hey, I nearly did it. That is 2 and 3. Basically, I just wanted the money because the money is going to be very helpful. And while I'm here, I might as well just get the... I might as well get the burger just to get a tiny bit of health back. I more than likely don't need it, but hey. I would like to thank the game for being very lenient on the timing with me there, because I absolutely should have missed that. And one more. Boom. Now we got the key, and we can make our way out of the sewer. Always a good thing, because realistically, nobody wants to be in a sewer for that long. I mean, hey, if nothing else, the cape remains immaculate. Get out of here, flying enemies. You know what? Oh, that's a car. Your Honor, that's a car. Oh, I can hit them into the cars as well. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know why I said interesting like that. Okay, I guess I ran out of time to combo Red Hot Kick there? What happened? Also, I don't know how I'm supposed to get up there. Like, I genuinely don't know if I can jump that high. Because I don't have, like, a super jump or anything. I also can't hit that thing currently because it was in the foreground. But now, since it's, you know, in the playable area, I can just jump down and punch it in the head until it dies. I didn't think it would die that quickly, to be honest. Now then, if we hop on up here, we can also get that. So I'm nearly back to full health. Also, there's Charles III, the boss we just fought in the previous level on the ad there. 7 enemies. Okay, we can just max speed through all of these guys. Quick and easy. Okay, these things appear to use Captain Blue's moveset, which is a little bit strange, but okay. And we get the air punch, and finish them off with a red hot kick. And I guess they just flee and run away. So I did not jump high enough. Or maybe I just missed it. Anyway, I now need to wait for the bus. Now we just slow down time, punch it a whole bunch of times, and now it just should be able to ramp itself all the way over. I did not ramp it hard enough, apparently. But hey, that's fine. Is there anything further over here? It does not appear to be. But I do need to remember to keep hopping through here. Basically, if you stay in there too long, you start to kind of steam up and then just take damage. Which, obviously, I don't want to do if I can avoid it. Because I'm pretty bad at this game, and if I can avoid taking more damage, I would prefer to do that. Because, you know, if I take less damage, I have more health to work with. Which is always going to be a, you know, thing that I probably need. I was in the air while I was doing that. I just hadn't really caught on to the idea that I was in the air there. Okay, so that should be enough now. There we go. 10 out of 10, we made it. We made it, and then fell off the bus, and then got hit by the bus. I mean, hey, if nothing else, that's kind of on brand. Now then, I believe I'm pretty sure this is the end of this section. We have like a mini-boss up here. So now we have to fight 2 helicopters. Fortunately, we don't have to fight them at the same time, but also, you know, it's still 2 helicopters. It is still 2 helicopters, so I will still be taking a while to do this because I am not very good at this. However, if I do this spinning kick, it does seem to do a lot of damage. So maybe that's my strategy for this. If I just spam this until I'm like close to running out of the FX. Because that absolutely obliterated most of its health bar. So I will call that a success. And I can just kind of annihilate the rest of these guys. Oh, hang on, that dropped a bonus life. I mean, I haven't died yet, but I would prefer to, you know, have more bonus lives. Because that means when I inevitably do mess up and die a whole bunch, I will be a bit safer. Because I have a distinct feeling that I'm not going to be beating this game deathless. I would love to be able to say I am, but I just don't see it happening. Also, this helicopter, we are kind of annihilating. I'm going to just go until I run out of VFX. Because we just took out about 2/3 of its health bar without any real pushback. So now we should be able to finish off this helicopter. I say that as I then nearly fall, but hey, that's not done. That went very well. Okay. And that should be the end of this section as we make our way towards this hotel. Okay, in we go. Okay, so let's quickly go and buy some power-ups before we move on. I say some power-ups, I'm just going to buy the air combo. We're going to buy the air combo, maybe I buy more max speed later. I should probably try to get the Ukemi as well. I'm also very close to another bonus life. I think take twos are just like continues. Instead of just like getting an outright game over if you run out of lives. I assume that's how that works. Anyway, off we go into the hotel. The Rhino Hotel. Okay. So before I go and do anything else, let's pick up all this stuff for my VFX. I have never noticed that before. They're kind of like the vaguely ballerina-looking ones. I always thought that they had like penguin bills or something. Like, I always thought they had like duck bills. No, they appear to just be wearing a hat. Like, I don't remember what the term is. Also, I don't like these cowboy ones very much. Fortunately, the giant spinning kick just annihilates them. So, yeah, I will be using that to destroy these guys from now on until I find an even better solution. But hey, we do seem to be kind of just annihilating all these enemies without too much hassle. Now then, we need to... Also, I will say, that's another good little bit of level and game design. The kind of, the stuff there pointed up in an arrow to be like, hey, you need to do something with this thing on the ceiling. And I thought that was a good little bit of game design. And, like, easily missable if you... simultaneously points you in the right direction, but also quite easily missable. Missable if you're not, you know, kind of thinking about it. But also, hey, that's not too bad. Now we just pick this up, drop that down, and in we go. And to my surprise, here we are in an elevator, in a, whatchamacallit, in a beat-em-up, where we don't get jumped by enemies. Like, I know, it just feels weird playing in a beat-em-up and not getting jumped by enemies in the elevator. Okay, so now we just ride this all the way up, punch that. Don't know why the key was hidden in a chandelier, but hey, we can keep going. But now, and... honestly, I'll just max speed for all these guys. When it's just the generic normal enemies, I don't really see much point in not just popping max speed and annihilating them. These guys, however, I need to be slow-mo for. I think. Either way, that should just about do it, I think. I kind of messed that up, but hey, it worked in the end. Now that should move this bookcase. That moves this bookcase, which we can now hop on up and just bust through this bathtub. And off we go. Not taking any chances, not playing any games with these cowboy ones. I'm just annihilating them as soon as I can. And that... I mean, hey, it works. It hits them like 6 times. I say that, like, hey, it just works, as I immediately make it not work. Let's quickly restore our health. And I nearly missed all of these VFX pickups. That would have been pretty bad. Because now we get a full thing, so we have another bar. And now we just, you know, bust through the floor. And hopefully we can just annihilate this guy without too much hassle. I missed the juggle. I missed the juggle and I feel kind of bad about it. But hey, I got him with the red hot kick on the endo. I got him with the red hot kick ender, so you know what? That's probably fine. Now, I'm pretty sure this barrel is moving... I don't know if this barrel is moving forward as I kill the enemies or over time. Either way, I'm a little bit concerned about it, so I think maybe I need to act fast. And yes, I am fully aware of the irony of me saying I need to act fast as I, you know, play the game in literal slow motion. Anyway, okay, these ones I know for a fact they are weak to slow. Oh, because since they go into that kind of like pink tornado move, you need to slow them down so you can kind of see and combo them. And I did not do that in time. Can I get them with the red hot kick? Yes, I can, and that is 2 more of these guys. Because, oh, I was going to say because they seem to be at the end. I was going to say because they seem to be at the end, they'll have the key, and then I just saw one of them actually physically had the key. So, yeah, of course they have the key. Okay, so we are now up to floor 30. Okay, so basically what I need to do here is just punch the bomb over here, slow down time, and wait for it to blow up. Boom, that explodes, and the door is now open. So, first things first, let's get rid of all of these enemies, and I unintentionally blew that door open, but hey, that's fine, because I actually need to open that door. Let's quickly go in here, because we need to take out this enemy who... we need to take out this enemy who currently is holding the key. And... you know what, maybe I should speed things up. Maybe I should speed things up while I'm getting hit. And... where did that one even go? Okay, so... I have the key, but obviously I can't use it currently, because I haven't found the door that it needs to be used on. Let's just annihilate these last few enemies. So I need to annihilate these... destroy these last few enemies real quick. I hope that bomb did something. It did, and then I proceed to miss every remaining enemy, so it didn't really, but hey, that's totally fine. But yeah, I feel like that's a recurring issue I've always had playing this game ever since I was a kid. I will unintentionally cancel my combos. Let's pick up all of these, and now we just wait for the bomb. And basically what you need to do is slow uppercut it into the ceiling here. I evidently did not have the timing on it. So let's just wait for it one more cycle, slow uppercut, and that should blow it up, and now there's a hole in the ceiling that we can jump through. There we go. And now I can kind of just lure the enemies in. I can kind of just lure the enemies out of that room, because honestly, I don't really want to fight enemies where there's also a laser grid active. Because, you know, I did not think that would work. 10 out of 10, let's go slow-mo. Let's go slow-mo VFX. You know what? Maybe I can... If I face the right way, I might be able to face these guys even with the lasers on. But also, maybe I should just go down here and fight them. Because it would definitely be easier for me, if nothing else. And I'm gonna get punched. Okay, never mind. I was going to say I'm going to get punched into that laser, but apparently I wasn't, so I'll take that win. I'll take my wins where I can get them, thank you very much, game. And let's just dodge these lasers with our VFX once again. And now, pretty much, here what you have to do is pop max speed. You need to pop max speed to light the bomb by catching fire. Basically, you need to catch fire with max speed on the bomb, and then slow down time to let it blow up. And now we have some more of these football player ones. Well, American football player ones, I guess. You know, because... You know what, never mind. Anyway, off we go into another elevator, so this is what, floor 40? So we have another barrel that again, I think it is actually getting closer the more enemies I take out. So, you know, we can just max speed for all of these guys, without any real hassle or fault. Honestly, quite seriously, I am just hitting the button to activate max speed, and then just kind of mashing square and triangle. And... Oh, wait. I was gonna ask... Whoa, 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 how did I do that? I don't know what I did, but I got 1,000 Viewtifuls for that. And we annihilate this cowboy one, grab the key, and get out of here. And... So, if these are just going to be normal enemies in here, once again, just pop max speed and just annihilate them. I could actually just move on, but hey, if I can get more money and stuff by taking out enemies, I will happily do so. Now, these are stairs and not a ladder, so if I jump, I don't actually jump up one rung at a time. However, I can also do that to grab my health to go back up to full, and also just, you know, max out our VFX for the stage. And the bookcase closes, the ladder moves up, and now we have another slot machine, so another one of these Matador guys. So, the real question is, how's he gonna do this time? I mean, he's doing marginally better than he did last time already. I mean, that isn't exactly a high bar to clear, but still. Oh, turns out he was maybe a bit out of the way from where I thought he was. And if I can just land a clean hit on him, then it's over. Oh, that's him gone. So now, once again, as we've done with all the other ones, it is time to, hopefully, get some coins, and then get some coins. Well, nobody saw that. Nobody saw that, right? 1, 2, wait for the next cycle. Wait for the next cycle for my own confidence. There we go. So now we have a ton of money, and since I'm on full health, I don't need the burger. So let's just get our Viewtifuls and move on. Boom. So we can get that to push this, to put that in the bookcase, to get it to move. And now, we just drop on through here, go open this door, I'll bust through the floor real quick, annihilate this enemy, annihilate this. Can I go? Maybe I should go back and try to pick up that burger. You know what? It'll be fine. Disclaimer, I don't know if it'll be fine, but hey, you know what? It should be. Now we have the key, we can hop on up out of here. Let's just grab that one more for my own convenience. Can I get back in there? I can. So let's quickly go back and get this burger. 1, 2, 3. Now we're back on full health, very nice. And now we can open up here, and that, I believe, is the end of the level. Yeah, fantastic. We have made it to the end. And, well, I'm on full health. You know what, no, I will buy one more health up. I'll buy one more health up, and what else can I afford? I'll buy an additional health up. Maybe I should. I won't upgrade max speed just yet, but I'll keep an eye on it. Okay, so now off we go into the final part of this level. Okay, so I think this just has like a tiny puzzle and then the boss fight, if I recall correctly. So we just basically you have to slow uppercut this bomb up here. And then it lights, and now you just punch it, slow down time, bomb explodes, opens up that. And now we can go and encounter the boss.
Yo, man. What's up? What can I do for you, kiddo? I guess you heard I rule the roost around here. Am I right? Huh?
Oh, man, don't flatter yourself. You're just another one of those old attractions in this movie land.
What? Wait a minute, Jack. You mean to tell me you knew this world was called Movie Land? How interesting. Alright, spit it out. Where you from?
Huh?
I'm surprised I know a punk like you from the real world knew about our plans, man. It ain't gonna matter. It ain't gonna matter anyway after I'm finished with you. You understand? So what's with the V-watch on your arm, man? What, you think you're some kind of mega man or something?
Pretty cool, huh? I'm here to avenge Captain Blue. Just call me... I haven't come up with a good name yet.
You know who I am? You know who I am? I'm the one who put that star on Captain Blue's face. Now you'll be lucky if you get away with your life, boy.
Okay, so, boss fight time. And I immediately got hit. You know what, maybe I'm not off to the best start here. Basically though, if I slow down time and punch him a whole bunch, then eventually the axe breaks, I believe. And then I can just kind of spam this. However, I am now on fire, so I want to get out of there. Note, I was both on fire and near a actual fire, so I didn't want to be there. On the plus side, once again, the spinning kick just works. It just does so much damage and everything. However, I want to be away from that. I think if you're, like, I know, from all the other things... Oh, he's also just shooting missiles at me now, okay. Fair enough, as you do. Also, gonna be totally honest, I don't really understand the logic of why he... Like, look, I get it that it's, you know, set design and everything, but... Buddy, you are like 100 floors up on this skyscraper of supposedly a hotel. Why do you need... Like, why would you need 6? Like, why would you need 6 motorcycles there? Like, I don't understand it, but okay. Okay, now the real question is... actually, if I just play entirely in slow motion, maybe that's the play. Also, okay, I dodged the... I had the wherewithal to dodge the fire that time. Also, he seems to be taking pretty decent damage here. Can I red hot kick him? No, I cannot. And he gets his axe back. This guy loves that axe. I mean, to be fair, it is kind of his weapon of choice, and well, he did say he was the one who gave Captain Blue the scar on his face, so I guess that makes perfect sense. Okay, I'm on about half health, but I think okay, let's just dodge away from the fire. I got hit by it again. You know what, while I'm here, I might as well just dive kick over here, see if I can do something about it. Yeah, I think it's just guaranteed damage if you were, like, in its general area. Oh, I don't know what he did, but he appears to have stunned himself. So... Okay, that time I was in the corner, I don't know if there was a way I could have dodged that. If I do that, can I get rid of the effect? Oh, I apparently got rid of the effect. Hang on, wait, I might be learning something. Either way, this fight is nearly done. And I got hit again, but that shouldn't matter, 'cause that's the fight over.
Let's go into the big house. Ouch! You little punk.
man wears a scar as a medal. Not to say I couldn't win unhurt, of course.
Thus, Joe overcame the frightful power of Hulk Davidson. But on the blueprint that had fallen into his hands was outlined the most terrible of plans. The Shadow, seeking to stretch their evil power to the ocean itself, had planted a bomb in the underwater city of Mu. Already, water was starting to flood the city. Thousands of lives were at risk. Joe had no choice but to abandon the search for Sylvia and race to rescue the innocents of Mu.
Dang, this is horrible. I can't even read this junk. But more importantly, a superhero needs a super ride.
Joe boards his trusty Six Machine and embarks on a mission to save the underwater city. Don't forget to see the next installment, 2 Million Leagues Under the Sea. Till then, ta-ta!
Okay, so once again, well, that's definitely an A grade. It's because, well, that's a whole lot of A's.
Let's ride.
Oh no. Oh no, no. Okay, I now have a horrible feeling about what's coming up in the next level, but hey, that is something that I will be dealing with next time. So, you know what, I'll leave it. I'll leave it here and end off today's episode here. So, Persona will be continuing tomorrow, then Joe will be returning on Friday. So, yeah, I'm going to end off today's episode here. As always, feel free to leave a comment or click any buttons down below if you feel so inclined, and I will hopefully see you either tomorrow for more Persona, or on Friday for more Viewtiful Joe, as we make our way 2 million leagues under the sea. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.